Yo, it's David Corey and Mono Block. Let's kick it to the world. Fuma like like you're born to fly. Live like you'll never die. Dare what you dare to dream. And everything in between. We are drawn by the rhythms that beat through our hearts. When we all come together, we're 7 billion stars. The world is ours. 7 billion stars. The world is ours. Light up the world, light up the world. Sing out your battle cry. Under the stage and sky, oceans and land divide. United we feel inside. You can stand on my shoulders and raise up your arms. When we all come together, we light up the dark. The world is ours. 7 billion The world is ours.
Well, Nigeria's Super Eagles have finally broken a 16-year jinx, and by qualifying for the second round of the FIFA World Cup, they've been able to do that. It's been 1998 was the last time we were able to qualify for the second round of the World Cup. But despite losing to Argentina today, the Super Eagles booked their place in the second round of the 2014 FIFA World Cup. Good evening and welcome. This is the Wednesday night edition of Sports Tonight. My name is Yemi Adebayo. Well, we're going to take you on a trip across the world of sports, and the FIFA 2014 World Cup will be where we'll be staying, spending most of the time tonight. Well, I'm not alone on a special day like this when we can smile and rejoice, be happy. Nigeria have finally qualified. I have some around me who felt the best Nigeria could get was 3 points. We got 4. But let me quickly introduce my partners on the show to you tonight. Sitting right next to me is Tunde Koiki. Tunde, let me welcome you to the Wednesday night edition of the show.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And just to expatiate, I was one who thought Nigeria could get 3 points.
I wasn't going to mention it.
Yeah, but you insinuated it was me, so let me just confess. I think they've surpassed my expectations now.
Okay.
And I'm really, really pleased with their performance.
All right, Dunodi, I also think congratulations are in order for Nigeria.
Well, at least we're still in the competition.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
At least, like people will say, we're still postponing the real day, but not the real days. It's the day of victory. We are still postponing.
Okay. Well, let me give you a quick rundown of the things we're going to be looking at tonight. We're going to be looking at the results, the matches going on as we speak. Nigerian fans surely will want to know what's going to happen in Group E, who we're going to meet. Some have said it's France, but a lot could happen. We've seen strange things happen in football, so we'll keep our eyes on what's going on right now in Group E. Both matches being played simultaneously. Of course, we'll look at the matches to be played tomorrow when all the group games will have been concluded. We'll look at how it stands. We'll look at some controversy. Luis Suarez, what's going to happen to him? And of course, the Ghana squad. A lot has been happening in there as well. So we'll look at all of that, and we'll give you a slice of tennis. Day 3 of the Wimbledon Championship. That's talking tennis. We'll do all of that for you on the show this Wednesday. And of course, our man in Brazil will be available to talk to us via Skype, talking about Toyin Ibitoye. So we'll do all that on the show tonight. Well, we'll go on a break now, catch our breath. We're really excited. We'll catch our breath, then we'll come back to talk more on the show tonight. Join us again.
Olympic milk. Live fit. Live life.
How do you do
do this move?
Ask his wife.
Wives who know that Olympic low cholesterol milk is just what their husbands deserve to stay fit throughout the day. Olympic milk. Live fit. Live life.
Welcome back. Well, this is the Olympic segment, and we'll devote this period, next 15 minutes or thereabout, to talk about what has happened today. Well, let's give you a confirmation of the results, the ones currently going on as we speak. 7 minutes played. A goal has been scored in one of the matches, and I hope it's going to come up on screen. Today, the game between Honduras and Switzerland has produced a goal, and of course, Ecuador and France still goalless. That's how it stands as we speak.
Well, it depends on who scored in the game between Honduras and Switzerland.
Switzerland scored.
Okay, so if that is the case, that means the Swiss are on course to probably make it to the second round as well. Ecuador, too, are still hoping that they can get that win against France. But I still believe that a second-string French team should still be good enough for the Ecuadorians. But for Switzerland, they'd be more than happy with if the result stays this way. Then yes, they'd be going through. But France can afford to coast. But they might just pull an Argentina and just decide to, set lay a marker for the rest of the competition by ending the top of their group with 9 points. So, but as it is now, as it stands, it will be France and Switzerland going through.
All right, Nadi, what other scenarios could likely play out in this group? Because you know that if Ecuador are able to beat France, they're in with a shout.
If they beat France and Switzerland does not win,
okay.
So Ecuador will go ahead of Switzerland on 6 points. If they beat France, but they still have to score and wait and see what Honduras will do in that game against France. If Ecuador will score against France, then look at what Honduras will do them a favor against Switzerland.
At the bottom of the picture, Honduras, France beats Ecuador, and if Honduras by any means, any reasons, we have seen teams qualify with 3 points.
But we've seen teams qualify for 3 points. Not if lose a game, but we've seen teams draw 3 games. Chile in 1990 drew 3 games and qualified for the next round. So I think that's
a scenario that is very unlikely.
It's unlikely,
but it's one of the scenarios that could play out.
But going by the kind of performance we've had, the kind of goals we had, I think for Switzerland, they look home and drive, scoring first. So that gives them a better goal advantage. Thank God. The beauty is that they reduced their scoreline against France by by 5.
Huge
that game has ended 5-0. Would have been disastrous for the Swiss going into this game. But scoring first against Honduras, that put them. And Honduras, because they are the whipping team, the whipping boys in the group. So the Swiss want to close up this.
All right. Well, today, for the first time in a very, very long time, Super Eagles of Nigeria lost, but most of us are happy. Let's show you the results. What happened today in Group F, in case you missed it by any chance. Group F, the one involving our own dear Super Eagles. Well, and that's it on your screen. We're going to, talk a lot about this game, but that's the result on screen. Nigeria lost by 2-3 against Argentina, and of course, Bosnia defeated Iran 3-1. Tunde, quickly, were you impressed with what the Super Eagles were able to do today?
Well, I've always maintained that losing is not a big deal, really. I think at one point in time, every team must lose.
Some games.
Even the longest winning run in international football will surely come to an end. But losing for the sake of losing is my problem. But the manner of the loss, how you went down, did you go down fighting? Did you go down, taking your opponent's, shirt off his back? Or did you go down tamely? There's a difference between a fight and a beating. Yeah, okay. If it was a fight between two equals and you gave as good as you got, but you lost, I have no problem with that. But if you were annihilated or massacred, that is a different thing. But going by the performance we saw today, I saw a team that really impressed me. They moved into a different gear. They showed a different level of fight. I think, from what I'm thinking, I think that the Super Eagles were more than happy to play out a draw. But the moment Argentina scored very early in the game, it changed the entire complexion of the game. That a game they were willing to settle for a gentleman's truce, as it were, turned into a real dog fight. So they decided to make a fight of it. And I'm really impressed with the way they went about their business. But it could have been better. I still think this team has not played to its potential.
All right.
I still think there's a lot that the Nigeria Football Association can do in terms of background work.
Okay. Nadi, your own take on the results. How did it strike you, the performance?
Well, I thought the Argentines would try to play safe, but when I looked at the
squad, the
quality
lineup,
of players, I felt these guys were in for. They just want to maintain another personal record. They want to tell the whole world that we played 3 games, we won all 3 games. So just to strike fear into the minds of their next opponent in their next round.
Okay.
So that's what they tried to do. But when I saw the squad, I felt we are in for a big fight, we're in for a big game.
Sorry to cut you short, this is how it all ended. I mean, nobody's surprised with the team that ended up on the top.
But that was the only difference is that who will swap in second position, is it Nigeria or Bosnia?
Bosnia. Some were afraid that it could be Bosnia. But this is how it ended. After 3 matches played by all teams, Argentina 9 points, Nigeria 4, Bosnia with 3 points, Iran with 1, the one they got against Nigeria, the only point they were able to get. And because of that, we are through to the second round. But before we go to Group G, guys, let me quickly ask you guys. Let me start